Welcome to Hot Stocks with Jimmy Jackson, your no bullshit breakdown of the market's biggest movers, hidden gems and high risk, high reward plays. Deep dives, smart takes and straight talk. Let's get into it. Alright folks, so Alibaba Group, ticker code BABA. Is it a buy, a sell or a hold? So Alibaba is one of the most talked about and controversial stocks in the whole world. Once called the Amazon of China, this stock has now fallen over 75% from its all-time highs and now trades at a valuation that makes value investors drool and traders scream. So, is Alibaba a sleeping giant ready to wake up, or is it the ultimate value trap in disguise? And by the way, if you like deep dives into value stocks, hit that like button and subscribe. So let's unpack this beast. So what went wrong? Alibaba used to be one of the hottest stocks on Wall Street, but then the perfect storm hit. Regulatory crackdowns. The government brought down the hammer on its tech giants starting in 2021. Ant Group's IPO pulled. Jack Ma vanished for a while. Investor confidence completely shaken. Delisting fears. The US listed Chinese stocks faced the threat of being delisted due to audit disputes between Washington and Beijing. That sent foreign investors running for the hills. Economic slowdown in China with the COVID, real estate crisis, slowing consumer spending. China's economic growth took a hit and so too did Alibaba shares. And then there was a spin-off chaos. Alibaba announced a major restructuring into 6 separate entities. Great on paper, but so far little progress and a lot of confusion. Add it all up and boom, the stock went from $319 to around $74 today. So where does it all stand now? Okay, so as of April 8, 2025, Alibaba today trades at $105 or roughly $190 million in market cap. That's wild when you consider this still generates over $120 billion in annual revenue, has strong cash flow and $60 billion in cash. And valuation wise, Alibaba trades at 9 times forward earnings. That's cheap, even for a value stock. Its cloud business is profitable and e-commerce remains dominant in China. And yes, they've started buying back shares aggressively. $25 billion worth to be precise, authorized last year. But the risks, yes, they're still very real. China's regulatory environment is unpredictable. The Chinese consumer remains cautious and investor sentiment still ice cold. Let's talk about the bull case versus the bear case. The pros and cons. Is Alibaba a buy, a sell or a hold? The case for the bulls, why you might buy. It's ridiculously cheap. A massive tech company trading at single-digit price earnings multiples is very, very rare. China reopening and stimulus. If the Chinese economy rebounds, Alibaba could ride that wave. Undervalued assets. Alibaba stakes in Ant Group, Lazada, Freshippo and its cloud division are all still strong growth plays. And share buybacks. The company is actively reducing its float, which could boost the stock long term. And then the case for the bears, why you might sell. Government interference, as usual. The CCP has made it very clear, big tech won't be left unchecked. Geopolitical tensions, as we now know with the tariffs. US-China relations remain tense and tariff sanctions and restriction could escalate again massively like they have. And execution risk. Restructuring plan isn't working and investors are losing patience. So the final verdict, is Alibaba a buy, sell or a hold? Well, if you're a value investor who believes in the long-term story of China, definitely. Alibaba might be one of the most underpriced blue chip stocks on the market. If you already hold Alibaba, you've survived the worst. Holding now could be the smart move, especially with buybacks and stabilization currently in progress. But if you're risk adverse and worried about government control, this stock might be too spicy for your portfolio. Alibaba is a definition of a high risk, high reward. If China rebounds and regulatory pressures ease, this stock could double or more. If uncertainty drags on, it may stay cheap for a very long time. And if you'd like to know what I'm doing with this stock, jump onto my website, hotstocks.vip, and join up into the VIP group. You'll get access to a much deeper dive into Alibaba and all the other stocks I'm analyzing on this channel. It's unbeatable value.